Hi, my name's Jim Micah, and I'd like to take you on a tour of the new 2008 Knight and show you what makes the Knight a bit different than the competition, by design. At Monaco, we make our own front and rear fiberglass caps. This means better quality because we use the highest grade materials available. Advanced designs because we design, engineer, and construct the molds to fit our customers' needs. We put a 3M film shield on the front of the coach and a clear film on the windshield to keep rocks from chipping. It really works well to keep your coach looking great. Take a look at this expansive Panaview one-piece windshield. The view from this window is outstanding. And notice where the wipers are stored. They're low and out of view. They can be pulled away from the windshield for easy cleaning. Some of our competitors are still using a center post with two windshields, and they store their wipers in the middle of the windshield. That's a lot of stuff in your way that just doesn't need to be there. We use an Onan 8K generator mounted up front for easy access, better weight distribution, and it keeps the bays open for more storage space. Since Onan is owned by Cummins, it can be serviced at any of the thousands of Cummins service centers around the U.S. and Canada. The dual-headed mirrors, in addition to being remote-controlled, are heated. Another advantage this mirror has is that it is mounted on the front of the cap as opposed to the side. This lets you keep your eyes focused up front with little head movement to see what's behind you. This coach has the optional side cameras to help eliminate blind spots. You can also use them as surveillance cameras when you are camping to see all around your coach without going outside. A common problem for many coach manufacturers is air noise around the entry door. At Monaco, we manufacture our own entry door. As you can see, there are 3 lock pins. This is a proprietary design that keeps the door pressed up tight against the seals to keep air noise out. Since we also make our screen doors, we make them better by making the screen removable so you can see better while traveling. We make them stronger by incorporating a kick panel grid at the bottom so pets or the occasional kick won't push the screen out. The electric awnings over the entry door and patio make setting up camp easy. We are one of the very few companies that builds our own chassis. Our chassis is called Roadmaster, and we believe it's absolutely the best. Each chassis is custom built for every model and floor plan. Again, this is a custom-made chassis. We're not buying a pre-made chassis like a lot of our competitors do. They buy a truck chassis and put a motorhome down on it. That's not how we do things here. Everything is made from the ground up. The Roadmaster Design is another example of what makes us different. It gives you a foundation for a first-class ride. The Roadmaster chassis uses an active suspension that automatically adjusts the air pressure of the airbags while you drive. This chassis is designed to ride on air for a smoother ride. We do this by placing the airbags out here over the tires as far outboard as we can. The airbags ride on an H frame that absorbs the bumps and dips in the road. When you go around a corner, the ride height sensors detect lean and transfer air to the low side to stabilize the coach, keeping you in perfect control. The placement of the airbags at the outboard part of the chassis is very important because that is where most of the weight is. The walls, cabinets, solid surface counters, refrigerator, and furniture are all located on the outer edges of the coach. The sidewalls are vacuum bonded and multi-layered for strength and durability. The aluminum frame is filled with 1.5 inches of insulation. The aluminum frame combines superior strength, durability, and weight savings. We also use the best paint in the business. Look at the high gloss finish on this coach. We use approximately 23 to 30 gallons of paint on each coach. Most people don't even use half that to paint a house. We lay out the graphics by hand, then paint 2 to 3 layers of each color and bake the paint at 170 degrees for about 10 minutes. The final step is 2 to 3 coats of clear coat, and then it gets baked for an hour at 190 degrees. The clear coat has an ultraviolet ray protection in it so the paint won't fade. We buff about half of the last layer of clear coat down to give you that high gloss shine. Anti-lock brakes on the front and rear, aided by the exhaust brake, minimize stopping distances. The exhaust brake is made by Jacobs Vehicle Systems, so you can call it a Jake brake if you want. We also use ATC, or automatic traction control, to reduce slippage in slick conditions. The fuel tank holds 100 gallons, which helps you go a long way between fuel stops. There are fuel fills on both sides of the coach, so you don't have to worry about maneuvering around the pumps. And if you're in a hurry, you can fill from both sides at the same time. Configuring our own custom Roadmaster chassis lets us maximize the basement storage space. Check this out. All the cargo bay doors have side hinges, so you don't have to duck under them to get at your gear. And the doors are all insulated. And the storage compartments are all one-piece polyethylene, so you can clean them out with a hose. To help access these huge bays, we offer a bay slide tray that can hold up to 1,000 pounds. It slides out both sides for really easy access. Also notice the extra height in these bays, yet another advantage to engineering our own chassis. We've put access ports in these so you can run power cords through them and still shut and lock the bay door. In the battery bay, there are 2 chassis batteries and 4 house batteries for plenty of battery power. These are mounted on slide trays for easy access to maintain the batteries, and there's battery disconnects so you can shut them off for long-term storage. The graphics and styling give this coach a very elegant feel. The color backup camera has a microphone in it so you can talk to the driver while parking or lining up the tow car to the hitch. The camera tilts up and down so you can also see your hitch while hooking up to your tow car. You can tilt it back up again so you can see traffic behind you while driving. The air intake for the engine is mounted high, away from the hot asphalt and road dust for cleaner, cooler air to help your engine run more efficiently. The hitch on the Knight is rated for 10,000 pounds and has a 7-point and 4-point connector for a boat trailer or a tow car. This saves you money because you don't have to take it to a hitch specialist to get it wired. We also pre-wire our coaches for use with a tow brake system, which allows you to easily install tow vehicle braking. The engine compartment is designed for easy access to check fluid levels for engine and transmission oil and radiator coolant. This coach has an excellent power-to-weight ratio with the powerful Cummins 365 horsepower turbo diesel and the Allison 6-speed transmission to give you plenty of smooth, solid power. We work closely with Cummins and Allison to keep our engines and transmissions at their optimal operating temperatures. We design our radiator systems and then test them in Death Valley in some of the most extreme temperatures on the planet. We do this so you don't have to worry about your coach overheating on long uphill grades and high temperatures. Messing around with a sewage system isn't exactly how you want to spend your time. You can use the standard sewer hose to dump the waste tanks, or choose the very popular Sanicon system so it's easier to dump. We install a gravity fill port for easy winterizing and maintenance. You can add chlorine, potable antifreeze, or just plain water into this port. Now that we've seen the outside, let's step inside. Our engineers have spent many hours designing the cockpit area for functionality and comfort. The steering wheel is adjustable forward and back as well as up and down, and there are adjustable foot pedals so you can get totally comfortable. The optional Sirius satellite radio is really nice to have when you are traveling. You can tune into your favorite station and it stays with you everywhere you go. The side panel is nicely laid out for easy access to switches for shades, pedal adjustment, battery boost, mirror adjustments, and engine brake. The engine brake is a great safety feature to keep the service brakes from heating up on long downhill grades and conserves the brake pad so you get longer service out of the brakes. We also use ATC, or automatic traction control, to reduce slippage in slick conditions, and an anti-lock brake system. The running lights, or ICC light switch, is located within easy reach so you can blink your running lights just like the big trucks do. Very nice feature. Oh, and don't forget the air horn. Another cool thing about having a big coach. The air dump is used when leveling the coach, so you can let all the air out before leveling. The leveling system is very easy to use. After running the slide rooms out, just hit the auto level button to level the coach. For details on how to level the coach, check out the Quick Start DVD that comes with the coach. The controls for the transmission are fairly simple: drive, neutral, and reverse. There is also an economy mode, which, when selected, keeps the transmission from shifting up and down as much when going over slight rolling hills. The standard entertainment system includes a home theater system with a DVD player and surround sound system.